All right, guys, I'm doing a simultaneous recording today. So, for those of you that are joining on Heart Mind Yoga with Jodina, this is my chair class that I teach at work. So, we're going to get that started in just a minute. So, welcome everybody. We'll see how this simultaneous recording goes. For those of you with Heart Mind Yoga with Jodina, this is just kind of an added class for you guys to potentially try utilizing the chair as a prop. So, that being said, I'm going to get recording started on my other device. All right, my partner at work is having some technical difficulties, but she's still got the recording going. So here we go. All right, guys, welcome to this little rocky start on Friday morning. I am in Indiana today. I've got some dental procedures going on later after I teach. So we are going to have just a slightly abbreviated class just by a couple of minutes so that I can make it to that appointment. But welcome. Thank you so much for joining me today and joining each other. Our peak pose, guys, sorry, I'm a little discombobulated getting everything together. Our peak pose today, I'm going to keep it somewhat simple from the perspective that we are going to come into a warrior three. So warrior three is having the leg extended out behind you. The chest is going to be reaching forward. Again, remember on those balancing postures, I said if you can use your body to kind of counterbalance, it really makes the balancing postures a little more accessible. Don't forget, we have our chairs here. I may encourage you to lift your hands from the chair, test your balance, but as always, there's never any requirements for your practice. Do what feels right for your body. Okay, let's go ahead and get started. Come to your chairs. Draw the shoulders down and away from the ears. Sit up nice and tall. And take a few moments to begin to arrive here in this space. Breathing in through the nose and out through the nose. Letting go of anything that may have been causing you stress or tension prior to this practice. And know that the next 30 minutes or so is for you and you alone. Nothing to do but be present here in this moment with your body and your mind. Let's take one more deep breath together in through the nose, filling up the lungs as much as you possibly can, and then hold it at the top. And then we're going to sigh it out the mouth. Let it go. All right, when you're ready, inhale, the eyes open, send the arms up over the head, stretching out long through all 10 fingers, maybe finding a small arch in your back. And then exhale, bringing hands to heart center, sealing your intention if you have set one for today or for this year. And bring the hands down to the lap. And we are going to find a neck stretch. Let's go ahead and exhale, bring the chin to the chest. And then we'll inhale, right ear towards the right shoulder. Pause here and maybe shift your gaze down to the floor or shift your gaze up to the ceiling. See which feels better for you. Maybe someplace in the middle. Notice where it feels best for your neck. There's no right or wrong way here. Just take good care of the neck and be gentle. On your next exhale, let's bring the chin back to the chest. Maybe rock a little side to side. Before we inhale, left ear to the left shoulder. And again, play with that gaze. Maybe down feels better, or up on this side, or maybe looking straight out ahead. Just notice. And remember that both sides of our body are very, very different. One side may prefer looking down, the other side may be up. Just notice that. Exhale, lower the chin back to the chest. Maybe find that small rock side to side. And then on your next inhale, right the head. All right, let's get into a little bit of a twist here. Inhale the arms up. Exhale, left knee finds, or left hand finds the right knee. Right hand finds the back of the chair, sitting up nice and tall here. Looking over that right shoulder if it's comfy. One more breath. Inhale, arms back over the head. Exhale, right hand finds the left knee. Left hand finds the back of the chair, and sitting up nice and tall, our gaze follows over our left shoulder. Keep the belly pulled in. One more breath here. Exhale, coming back to center. Oh my gosh, you guys, I have to share with you, last week, I know I was feeling a little under the weather on Friday. I ended up pulling a muscle in my left side body from coughing or sneezing. So if you hear any dad groans that come out today, that's why. No worries. Find your hands to your lap and then bring your hips out towards the edge of your chair. We're going to make some big circles here with the waist. So go right or left. It doesn't really matter. We're going to go both directions, but I want you to really focus on taking up as much space as you possibly can. Maybe you find yourself grazing the back of your chair as you circle around. Just take up space here. Let the shoulders be involved if that feels good. Next time you come to center, pause. And we're simply going to shift and go the opposite direction and notice how the body feels. Maybe you feel some different areas of tightness. Maybe you're a rock star and you feel all nice and ready and feel no tightness. I certainly feel some tightness this morning. But again, just notice. And then next time you come to center, pause. And while we're here, maybe widen the feet just a little bit and cactus the elbows here. So we look like we're, I don't know, linebackers from a football team. And we're going to exhale. We're going to drop the right shoulder down towards the left knee, really keeping the back nice and extended towards that left knee. Notice the stretch through the right side of the back. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, left shoulder drops towards the right knee. And oh, notice the stretch through the left side body feels good. I think you guys all know this, but I am a firm believer that sound effects help your practice. Inhale, back to center. Let's get a little more fluid for 3 rounds on each side. Right shoulder drops to left knee, back to center. Left shoulder. Inhale, center. Exhale, right shoulder drops. Inhale, center. Exhale, left shoulder drops. Inhale, center. Last time, guys. Right shoulder drops towards left knee. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, left shoulder drops. One last time. Let it feel good. If you need to pause, feel free. And inhale, let's rise back up. Bring the feet back together. Go ahead and leave your hips scooted out towards the edge of your chair. And we'll cross right ankle over the left knee, flexing the right foot to protect the knee. And we're going to find our figure 4 stretch. So sitting up nice and tall. On your next exhale, reach the crown of the head out towards the front of your space until you feel that stretch in the right outer hip. Oh, it feels nice. Keep breathing. One more breath here. And then we'll inhale, rise back up. Exhale, uncross the legs. And then we'll switch sides. Inhale the left ankle over the right knee. And again, flexing that left foot to protect the knee. Inhale, nice tall spines. Exhale, hinging forward, reaching with the crown of the head until you feel that stretch. And again, is this side tighter? Is it maybe a little more loose? All that stress and tension we carry in our hips and shoulders, let it go. It doesn't serve us. One more breath here. And then we're going to inhale, rise back up. Exhale, uncross the legs, grab the base of our chair, widen the stance a little bit here, and let's find some windshield wipers just to release the hips. And then pausing, coming back to stillness. Let's go ahead and come up to a standing position and find some cat-cows with our chair's assistance. So turn your chair so the base is facing forward or towards you, palms of the hands will find their way to the chair. And then make your spine a nice neutral flat back. Adjust your feet as you need to. And then on our inhale, we'll drop the belly, lift the gaze. Maybe you find a small bend in your knees. That's okay. And then exhale, tuck the chin, round the spine. Push the chair away for your cat. Inhale, lower the belly, lift the gaze. Inhale, tuck the chin, round the spine, cat. Or exhale, guys. And then we'll inhale, lower the belly, lift the gaze, cow. Exhale, tuck the chin, round the spine, cat. One more. Inhale, cow. And exhale, cat. While we're here, let's go ahead and get some bird dogs or some knee to nose crunches. Let's inhale, send the right foot back to the back side of our space. Flex the right toes down towards the floor and be really, really strong through that right leg. You can either leave the left hand down in your chair, or you can also try your balance by extending the left arm out long in front of you. Regardless of where the hand's at, we're going to inhale to prepare. And we're going to exhale, bring the knee in towards the nose. If your elbow's extended, bring the left elbow towards the right knee. Inhale, extend. No need for that left hand if you need the balance, guys. Exhale, curl it and round. Inhale, extend. Stay strong to the belly. Exhale, curl it and round. Two more, guys. Inhale, extend. Exhale, curl it and round. Inhale, extend. Exhale, curl it and round. Hold it here. 1, 2, 3. Exhale, extend. And then lower the right foot down and left hand down. So the hand is not as important, you guys. Keeping your core engaged and really focusing on your breath and balance is the most important part here, okay? We'll go ahead and move to the other side. Left leg extends out long this time. Left toes point down towards the floor beneath us. Feeling nice and strong here. Make sure the hips are pointed down towards the floor. And if you want to take the extra challenge, send the right arm out long. Inhale to prepare. Exhale, curl in. Inhale, extend. Exhale, knee to elbow or knee to nose. Inhale, extend. Exhale, curl in. Inhale, extend. Exhale, curl in. Last one, guys. Inhale, extend. Exhale, curl in, hold it. Keep the core engaged. 1, 2, 3. Inhale, extend. And then lower the feet down, lower the hands down. While we're here, let's take a forward fold and release the back. If you were putting any tension in the back, which you shouldn't have, but I did. So it happens. Just be aware and notice. Maybe bend the knees generously, letting the belly hang over the thighs. And then once you get the belly nice and relaxed to the thighs, let the head and neck hang until you feel a nice release through the spine. If you're feeling this more in your hamstrings, simply bend the knees a little bit more, and the arms can go wherever they want. They can hang down on the floor loosely, or maybe you clasp opposite elbows and make a little basket for your head. One more breath here. And then really slowly keep the knees bent. We're going to roll up one vertebra at a time. Once you get to the top, maybe roll the shoulders down the back a few times and notice how your body feels. I think I've built a little heat this morning. I don't know about you guys. It's really cold in Indiana, but I am no longer cold. So that's a good thing, right? All right, let's go ahead and take our stab at our warrior 3. We'll start on the right side. So bring the right foot up towards your chair, maybe about a foot away from the chair. And we are going to bring the left toes behind us. So we're going to kind of act like we're getting ready to, I don't know, take off, jumping off of a springboard here. And then from the left toes, we're going to spring forward and place the hands in the base of the chair. Reaching forward with the crown of the head, pushing back through the left heel. Find your drishti or your focal point. Maybe the fingertips become light from the chair, and we'll stay for 3 breaths. One more breath. Exhale, lower the left foot down to meet the right. Maybe walk it out a little bit. And then we'll move to the other side. This time the left foot's going to stay down. Right toes will come behind us, kind of up on our tiptoes. And when you're ready, we'll spring forward for our warrior 3, placing the hands in the chair initially. Toes pointed down, push out through the right heel, reach forward with the crown of the head. Maybe the fingertips become light, and we'll stay for 3 breaths. On your next exhale, bring the right foot down to meet the left. Walk it out a little bit. And guys, I realized I just totally jumped into that posture with absolutely no pre-poses like a warrior 2. Sorry, I'm having a difficult time staying present today. So it happens. Let's go ahead and find a warrior 2, a couple other postures here just to wash that off, rinse the legs off a little bit, and give them a little attention and stretching. So let's let our right foot go out towards the right side of our space. Left foot will become perpendicular to the right. So if you drew a line from the heel to the arch of the foot, they would line up. And sink down until you feel the stretch into your left groin. Maybe your right groin and your right quad should really be fired up. Once you're there, extend your arms out to a T. And then your gaze goes out over your right middle finger. Take a peek down, make sure your knee's tracking towards your baby toe and you can still see your right big toe. And then on our next inhale, straighten the right leg, drops the left arm down the right leg, right arm goes up over the right ear for a reverse triangle. Exhale, lower the right hand down, heel toe the right foot so that all 10 toes are now pointing towards the front of our space. And we're just going to go around the room and have our warrior two now with the left foot pointing towards the left side of our space, perpendicular to the right heel. And our fingertips, our gaze is out over our left middle finger. Come back to your breath. One more breath. Inhale, straighten the front leg. Right hand goes down the left leg. Left arm comes up over the left ear, reversing our triangle. Notice the stretch to the left side body. I certainly notice it in that little pulled muscle. It's feeling a lot better, but. And then exhale, lower the left hand down. Left toes will point towards the front of our space. Rearrange your feet as they need to. We're going to find a wide-legged forward fold, you guys. So toes will all be pointing towards the front. Maybe you pigeon toe a little bit. You guys, my hips, my toes actually point out a little bit, and I've yet to hear a yoga instructor cue a wide-legged forward fold that way, but that is honestly what feels good for my hips. So let your toes follow your knees, more importantly, and then also let your toes go where it feels good for your hips and your legs. It's just listening to your body. We'll inhale here, nice tall spines, and then we'll exhale, hinge forward at the hips. Let the hands or fingertips find the floor or your chair. Don't forget your trusty chair is there to help you. And then once you find your wide-legged forward fold, if you can, lower your head and neck down towards the mat. Keep breathing. And then when you're ready, we'll inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, maybe bring your hands to heart center. And if you can, inhale up, squeeze the thighs together. That's a tough one, you guys, on the legs. And then let's heel toe the feet together. All right, we're going to come down to the mats, of course, via yogi squat. For those of you that practice with me a lot know that we always do this every week. So I hope some of you maybe at home are working on this posture. If you are and it does not feel good to you, I will just throw the reminder out there. Put something under your hips to bring the earth closer to your hips. The goal of this posture is to open the hips, not to get your butt down close to the floor. Once you find a comfortable spot, maybe apply that gentle pressure to the knees or the legs, just gently opening those hips a little bit. And then either gracefully or ungracefully come down to your back sides and take a seat on the floor. And we are going to find a couple of spinal twists today before we wrap up our practice. Go ahead and come down to your backs. Leave your knees pointing up towards the ceiling. Hands can go down by your side for right now. And we're going to find our right leg. Follow along with me for right and left because this one it's important. You'll see. So cross the right leg over the left. Try to get the thighs nice and close together. I think almost of eagle legs, except we're not doing that second wrap with the foot. So keep your thighs nice and close together. We'll inhale, shift the hips 4 to 5 inches to the right. And then we're going to let the knees fall to the left. Be gentle here with the body. The knees do not have to come down to the floor. Just go until you feel the stretch in your spine. This is probably my favorite spinal twist. And then with each breath, see if you can't find a little bit more softness or letting go. And just let the body relax into this posture. One more breath. And we're going to inhale, bring the knees back to center. Exhale, uncross the legs, shift the hips back so that the spine is in alignment. And this time we'll find our left leg crossing the left leg over the right. Again, keeping those thighs nice and close together. Inhale, shift the hips 3 to 6 inches to the left. And then on our exhale, we'll let the knees fall towards the right. Maybe you feel this stretch all in the back. Maybe you feel it in your left hip. Just notice. Just checking in with the body. One more breath here. Then when you're ready, we'll gently inhale the knees back to center, uncross the legs, shift the hips back to the center of our space, and let's hug the knees into the chest and find a few rocks side to side or top to bottom. And let's go ahead and make our way to our Shavasana or final resting pose. And we do practice our Shavasana independently if this is your first time practicing with me. So I encourage you to set a timer on your phone for 5 or 10 minutes, giving yourself the time to receive the benefits from our practice today. And your Shavasana can look however you want. Sometimes placing the calves in the back of the chair takes the pressure off of the low back. Sometimes it feels nice to extend the legs out long, or maybe you even want to come to a seated posture or onto your side. There is no wrong or right way to practice your Shavasana. It's just a matter of finding comfort and stillness. So once you've made it to your Shavasana posture, close your eyes. Begin to let the breath return to normal. Take a moment and thank your body and thank your mind for allowing you to practice. My reading today is really personal. I just had a loss in my family recently. So, suffering does not begin because feelings arise. Suffering begins when you cling, when you say, this must stay, or this must never leave. Freedom begins when you allow feelings to pass without identifying them, without building a home inside them. Pain may visit, joy may visit, sadness may visit, anger may knock. Peace may arrive unexpectedly. Let them come and let them go. You are not your feelings. You are the awareness that witnesses them. Attachment turns passing emotions into lasting suffering. Mindful acceptance turns even pain into wisdom. You guys, thank you for practicing today. Namaste.